That sound that you just heard is known as the Roblox OOF, and it is played anytime a Roblox player dies in any Roblox game. It acts like a bridge between all Roblox games because it is usually always present when a player dies. Even if the death is something as small as simply resetting or being beaten to death by a Walmart employee, you also hear it when you adjust the volume as a way to show you how loud things are generally going to sound. So it comes to no surprise that most Roblox players can pretty easily recognize the OOF sound. Like, even if the sound wasn't recognizable, it's just a funny sound. Like, listen to it. Just calm down. Take a deep breath and listen. Truly listen. If you put this sound on top of anything, it just becomes comedy gold. Like, the OOF is such a good sound that you can turn it into any song. These examples prove that the OOF is a staple of Roblox because it, for some reason, just perfectly matches with the Lego-like aesthetic of the game. So you can easily understand the outrage when Roblox removed it. That's right, the OOF sound has officially been removed from Roblox. And it doesn't help that Roblox is known for just randomly removing long-time features. Like, they literally removed the entire party system for no reason. Do you want to easily join a game with a group of friends? Well, Roblox says you don't have any. Sometimes it just feels like someone who just drank 10 barrels of vodka, then stepped into a helicopter and started trying to fly it, would have better decision-making skills than Roblox. However, this time, Roblox isn't exactly completely in the wrong. Did you know there was a time when people didn't know where the OOF came from? Did this child make the OOF? No, the OOF was actually discovered in the ending cinematic of the game Messiah. And I know what you're thinking. Did I just hit my microphone? And I know what you're thinking. Messiah? That's not Roblox. And yeah, that's right, which also means that Roblox didn't make the OOF, nor do they legally have the right to use it. Uh-oh. A man by the name of Tommy Tallarico actually owns the copyright of the OOF sound. But if Roblox doesn't own the sound, then why has it been in the game for close to 2 decades? Well, it turns out that when Roblox was being created, the founders, David Baszucki and Eric Castle, bought sound packs on CD-ROMs and just shoved those into the game so they could have a library of sound effects to use. They assumed that since they bought the sound packs that all the sounds were royalty free so they could use them, but apparently the very much not royalty free OOF sound was in one of the packs. Yeah, so Roblox kinda messed up. They unknowingly used the OOF sound illegally. So you would expect Tommy to be understandably angry and sue Roblox for stealing his sound and using it without his permission for 14 years. But the first thing he did was go onto Twitter. In June 2019, he tweeted out that he was shocked because he just discovered that Roblox is using the OOF sound his company owns. He goes on to state that his lead sound designer, Joey Curris, created the sound for the game Messiah, Yeah, that seems about right, especially since the metadata for the oof sound says Joey Curtis made the sound. But then Tommy goes onto YouTube and sees that the oof has millions of views and suddenly shifts the narrative to him actually recording the sound himself. Like, he could have easily misremembered who recorded the sound initially, but it is a little strange to mention he recorded the sound only after seeing that it's popular. So after his first thread, he goes on to sort of argue with Roblox and other random people for a while. Like, he says that he tried to offer to sell the sound to Roblox, but they declined because they felt like they owed Tommy nothing. However, in a forum post in January of 2020, Roblox says they believe Tommy doesn't hold the copyright to the sounds, but they want to work things out with him anyway. Then Tommy makes a tweet showing a legal document that proves he owns the sound. But funnily enough, someone notices that the word correspondence is misspelled in the document, and Tommy responds by saying it's just a simple spelling error. This whole situation is kind of confusing. Like, why is Roblox saying that Tommy doesn't own the sounds when he literally has proof that he does? And it's strange that Tommy didn't pursue any legal action throughout all of this. He could have easily sent a cease and desist to Roblox, and they would be forced to remove the sound from the game immediately. In January of 2020, Tommy made a live stream where he talked about the oof situation from his perspective. This is the only time where he has ever officially talked about the situation, other than this video.
Hello everybody, my name is Tommy Tallarico.
In this live stream, he talks about why he has chosen not to take legal action.
As I've said on Twitter, I never asked Roblox to remove the sound. If I wanted to, I could have easily sent a cease and desist letter. I could have sent a letter, very easy, cease and desist, stop using the sound, it's mine, you don't have permission to use it, take it out of your game. I never said that. I never did that. It's great that it's become such a big thing, and I don't want it to be removed because I don't want to ever, I wouldn't want to annoy the fans and the community that play the game. It's not, fair to them, but it's also not fair to me that I don't get compensated for the mistake.
However, he is adamant about the oof staying in the game, which could be him not wanting to annoy the Roblox community, or it could be him trying to sell Roblox one sound that they don't need for $100 million. Tommy says he didn't try to sell Roblox the sound for $100 million, but he just won't give a clear answer on what amount he actually asked for.
We approached Roblox, we said, hey, there's a situation, and here's what, we think this is worth this much, but we're not going to ask for this much. We're going to ask for this much. And Roblox said, we think you should get this much. So, this much is what we think.
However, he answers in a riddle.
Tommy, percentage-wise, how far is Roblox offer compared to what you ask for? That's a good question. It's about at least 100 times less, or I'm asking for 100 times more than what they are offering. So that, if they offered me $1, I'm asking for $100. So, if they offered me $1,000, that means I'm asking for $100,000, right?
He says Roblox offered him 100 times less of what he was asking for, so that is a really big difference. However, he only lists really small amounts of money to give people an idea of what he asked for. So if we continue, if Roblox offered him 10,000, he asked for 1 million. If they offered him 100,000, he asked for 10 million. If Roblox offered 1 million, he asked for 100 million. I don't think he actually asked for 100 million, but how much money did Tommy actually think the oof sound is worth? It is just one sound, a popular sound, but one sound nevertheless. He seems to think that the oof is worth a lot because in his mind, Roblox is only popular because of the oof.
Some may say even that the reason Roblox is as popular as it is now may be because of the fact that so many people shared this oof sound. To us, it's not just some sound that no one cares about that just happened to be mistakenly put in the game. This is something that helped to create the franchise itself. That's our view. How many millions of people found out about the game Roblox because of a meme that used because of the sound, right? Kids on playgrounds all over the world repeat this sound.
Wait, child? Playground? You mean this video?
Oh!
Like, it's true it was a popular meme, but there were other popular Roblox memes way before the oof. Like, don't forget the Despacito spider. Actually, maybe forget that. Roblox was popular for years even before the oof was a meme, but even if Roblox is only popular because of the oof, Tommy must have been misinformed if he ever thought Roblox cared enough for their community to spend so much on one sound. Like, these are the guys that removed the entire forums because it got rated one time. Just when it seems like neither party could come to an agreement, on November 10th of 2020, 16 months after the first tweet, Tommy announced that he and Roblox came to an agreement where a sound marketplace would be created where people can buy different death sound effects, including the oof. A part of this agreement, Tommy made a sound pack available for purchase for Roblox developers with the oof in it. In order to get this pack, you have to go and buy it from Tommy's own website. What an amazing offer. The weird thing is, the sound pack is split into 4 tiers: basic, developer, standard, and ultimate. I don't know why standard is above developer. Like, shouldn't developer be the higher tier? Standard should be like the standard one you get, not the second most expensive one. The packs are split up by how much sounds there are in the packs, not what sounds they actually are.
Do is give you a quick tour of what you're going to get in the 4 different kits that we're talking about. Here's the basic kit. Again, it's 100 sounds for $10. And you can see the different categories there. Let's go crashes and impacts. I'll give you, look at it. How about a shovel to the face? How about that? What's that sound? Ow, that doesn't feel good.
And if you only need a couple sounds, you have to buy the whole pack, because there is no way to buy them individually. So if you're a Roblox developer who wants to buy this sound pack, you just have to buy a tier at random and just hope that it has the specific sounds you need. So it makes no sense for a Roblox developer to even buy this pack, especially if you're getting a bunch of random sounds you won't use when you could easily spend your money on buying sounds you actually need from somewhere else, or getting them for free. Look, I just don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but it's just hard to praise a solution where the Roblox community is forced to spend more money just to get something that they already had, the oof. Developers have to buy a whole sound pack to use it in their Roblox games, and players need to buy it from a marketplace. But to be fair, Tommy created and owns the sound, and if this is what it takes for him to be rewarded for his creative efforts, a sound pack and a marketplace is fine, I guess. Tommy was even kind enough to agree to Roblox getting to use the oof for a year, until the marketplace is up and running. So 2 years later, no sound marketplace exists. Roblox releases a statement basically saying that they are replacing the death sounds and will release the marketplace at some point. Okay, so yeah, just like that, the oof is gone. And this is what the new death sound sounds like. oh, this is just a nothing sound. It doesn't really sound funny at all, and seems like it's trying to emulate the oof sound with the, I don't know, grunt or moan being pitched up. Like, come on. There's no seasoning on this. Roblox literally had another death sound in its files for a long time, and it's such a better death sound. Just listen. Like, you just need to have someone going ow or ouch. However, through my big, super big brain, I can infer that Roblox made this sound bad on purpose so that people buy stuff from their sound marketplace. I know! How could the mega corporation do this? So yeah, that's usually where the story would end, but can we take a moment to talk about Tommy Tallarico? Good old Tommy is kind of a liar. There are so many cases of Tommy lying to make himself sound more interesting. Like, for example, Tommy says he is the first American to work on Sonic.
I was the first American to ever be hired to work on the Sonic the Hedgehog series. I was the first American ever hired to work on the Sonic franchise. I was the first American hired to be on the Sonic team, which was pretty cool. In fact, I was the very first American to ever be hired by the Sonic team.
Wow, what a cool little personal detail. So he must have worked on like the first or at least second Sonic game, right? He worked on Sonic and the Black Knight, the 57th Sonic game. This thing was on the Wii. By the time this game was even in early development, Sega had teams in America working on Sonic games for years. So maybe he was the first American musician to work on Sonic. Michael Jackson, or at least the people that worked for Michael Jackson, created music for a Sonic game years before Tommy ever did. And he even acknowledged this.
Now, here's something cool. So I was really close with the Sega folks back in the early 90s. Actually, where was it? It wasn't even in San Francisco at the time. It was Redwood City. They had a really amazing studio, and I was friends with the music department there. David Havalosa and Mark Miller were like the two guys who kind of started the first US Sega division of music.
So why would you blatantly lie about that? He has said this little fact about himself countless times. It's already cool enough to work on Sonic. You don't have to lie about being the first American to do that. You just made yourself look like a loser for no reason. Another example of Tommy lying is he always says that he has 5 Guinness World Records, and also that he has 7 world records.
In fact, I own the Guinness World Record for the person who's worked on the most video games in a lifetime. In fact, it's one of those down there.
When he actually only ever had 2. He has 7 world record frames in his house, but 5 of them are copies of the 2 he actually has. Like, you can see it clearly. And after HBomberGuy released a video where he looked into the Roblox oof and Tommy Tallarico, he actually discovered that Tommy Tallarico never applied for the criteria of one of his records. So when he reached out to Guinness to ask for more information about the record, they actually went in their database and removed it from Tommy.
This is a screenshot I took in early September. Anyway, after we emailed them asking how they verified it, I realized I needed to take another screenshot because I'd scribbled all over one of them, so I went back, and the record didn't come up. Just the other one did. Right after we emailed them asking them where their evidence was, and they said they didn't have it, the record disappeared. Did we just get one of Tommy's records deleted? Oh no!
So now he has 1 record, which, again, is still very impressive. Why would you lie about having more? So why am I bringing up the fact that Tommy is a liar? It's because he kinda needs money. Around the time the whole oof thing started, Tommy actually had a business venture he was working on, the Intellivision Amico. If you don't know what Intellivision is, it was a popular video game console in the early 80s. Tommy Tallarico acquired the rights to Intellivision and started making a new game console, the Amico, which is the Italian word for friend. The main selling point of the console is that it would push for couch co-op, like the consoles in the olden days, meaning people could only play games with people in the same room as them. It would have 0 online play. Many people would say that online play is one of the biggest innovations of modern gaming, because it allows people to to play together, even if they live in different parts of the world, and gives people the convenient option to not be forced to travel to another location to just play Mario Kart for an hour. But nevertheless, the Amico did perfectly fine. Just kidding, it never came out. Tommy bought 2 offices for the Amico where most of the space is not being used at all. For some reason, they needed to turn to crowdfunding for extra money. So they went on the website Fig, where their campaign video says that they just need a little more money and the Amico will come out.
We have the system and the hardware completed. We have a $150 million line of credit for manufacturing. We have the biggest licenses in the world. The rocket ship has been built. We are on the launch pad. So strap yourself in because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
After gaining $7 million, they had just enough money to create a second crowdfund and gain a nice $11.5 million. They even used the same video again.
We are on the launch pad. So strap yourself in because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Okay, so they have close to $20 million. That has to be enough, right? 2 more crowdfunds later and the Amico still isn't out. So, when Tommy sees a possibility to get some more money from Roblox, of course he jumps on the opportunity like a bird when it sees a window. The simple truth is that Tommy can't have Roblox remove the sound because him selling the sound to Roblox or gaining money from a sound marketplace is how he makes money from this. And the funniest thing is, Tommy has stepped down as CEO of Intellivision. So really, all of this is for nothing. Look, I could go on and talk all day about Tommy, but H-Bomber Guy already did that for like 2 hours. This video is about the OOF and the effect it had on me and the Roblox community. And the OOF is honestly something that I miss a lot. Roblox has changed drastically through the years, and through that change, they have removed a lot of big parts of Roblox. They changed their logo from this to that. They removed the free currency ticks, the party system, guest accounts, the forums, which was basically Roblox Twitter, events that aren't just advertisements, including the egg hunt, which was the annual Easter event where you go around and collect eggs through really fun challenges and keep the eggs as hats, and so much more. The OOF was an anchor throughout all that change. Like, Roblox could add and remove anything they wanted, but at least the OOF will be there, and now it's not. All because Tommy Tallarico couldn't make a game console. Like, I know that legally, at least to my knowledge, Tommy owns the OOF and can do what he wants with it, but you really want to go and buy the sounds from the sounds marketplace to give money to the guy that isn't even the first American to work on Sonic? Despicable. The only real loser here is the people that actually play Roblox. The community. Listen to their outrage.
Guys, it finally happened. Roblox has removed the OOF sound. What? There's no way. This can't be good.
I'm sorry, but it actually sucks that this beloved part of the game is just gone now. So many people would be happier if this simple 3-second sound clip is added back to the game, but it's all stopped by copyright, sound marketplaces, and Tommy Tallarico. There are so many videos of people upset about the OOF removal.
Nonetheless, though, it is a little bit sad, because I'm gonna be honest here and a little bit sentimental. The Roblox dev sound, really, to me, is one of the final things from old Roblox to still be on the website, you know? And now that that's gone, there's not a lot left. I'm confused how this dev sound has been on the platform since its inception in 2004 even, and just now it is getting removed, you know? It's a very confusing situation all around, and it sucks.
Roblox OOF, death sound, is gone.
Hey there guys, Fave here, and no! Tommy has decided to allow us to postpone removing the OOF sound until next year.
He's announcing an announcement that he made. This is quoting him. He's quoting himself. I don't know why they couldn't come to a conclusion to allow it to stay. I feel like maybe he was asking for like $20 million or something. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna test out the new oof sound. I've done a good job of like not listening to it, so I don't know what it sounds like. And what better place than jump off a building in Die Simulator? Because that's what I want to do now that the sound's gone.
Like, shouldn't the happiness of many be worth more than $100 million? Like, I know, nothing about Roblox really changes without the oof. You can still play all the games and buy your little Robux, but the game just feels so empty now. Like, Roblox doesn't even have games anymore. They have experiences. What does that even mean? And even though Tommy owns the sound, that doesn't mean he actually made it. The sound designer, Joey Curris, has his name literally in the metadata of the oof. And the other people working for Tommy easily could have helped make it also. The child who actually made the sound and the people working for Tommy won't see a cent made from the sound marketplace, but Tommy will. So the moral of the story is, don't trust something just because someone says it's true, including me. Use that brain of yours. And what really matters is the community. Even if the Roblox community isn't the best, it's full of at least some good people, and they deserve better. So think about that before buying the oof in the marketplace. See ya!